Hey guys, Spiritual Whistleblower here. I know I have been missing in action, you guys, and there is a very good reason for it. I had to take a few steps back because I just think this year alone, 2025, there's been something about this year where people have become unhinged, snapping, blacking out. I see, narcissists from our government on down to the music industry, entertainment industry, sports industry. It's like everyone is turning on everyone. Anyone that wants to do good is being attacked. So I'll just say in so many words because when I initially planned to do my podcast, it was to invite my supporters, my followers, to sit with me on camera and talk about their family members. I'm going to pull back from doing that. I'm going to go about this a different way. I'm going to have to set it up where people can either call in or I interact with people on a live. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but physically in person, I can't do it no more. You guys have to understand that that's why I don't do the women, my support groups. When I travel around the country, remember how I travel from state to state and I would hold support group meetups? I have stopped doing that. A lot of women say, Chanel, when are you going to do the next, vacation women's retreat? I did one in Jamaica, Ocho Rios, and where was the other one? In Cancun, Mexico. I did two. I did one in Cancun, Mexico, and I did another in Jamaica. I'm going to tell y'all something. I am blessed to have met so many amazing women and to help so many and men. I've helped a lot of people when I did my travels and I did my support groups and whatnot. The problem is this. The weirdos, the covert narcissists, they're attracted to me too. They watch everything I do. They troll me. And they're very nice. I've met so many of them. They're super nice. They act like, they're for the movement of helping people, get away from narcissists, educating people about narc abuse. That's how they always come at me. But they change over time and they end up trying to destroy me in some type of way. It's like they get close to me, they'll come to the support group meetups, they come out just to meet me in person, just to study me. Study me. Study, let's see if she's real. Is the turban real? Is her skin really, that smooth? Is her, does she really curse the way she does? Does she dress? They come to meet me in person to study me. And then at some point down the line, the behavior switches up and they start doing catty shit, mean girl shit. I even had a gay man do me the same way. And because of him, and I there's nothing against the LGBT community, but I just feel that in the black community, most black men, most black transgender, I said black transgender, the trannies, they are misogynistic. They don't like women. I've dealt with gays that were terrible. They kissed my ass, and then by the end of the show, motherfuckers was trying to wipe me out, take me down. So here's what happened. I interviewed somebody for my podcast, and I just thought it was uncomfortable. I thought it was uncomfortable, and then I had another person come and change everything up after they said, well, I'm going to do things this way. Ask me permission. Can I speak on my situation? I said, sure, you can speak on it. I want you to be comfortable. They came and they switched up. And I don't like switch ups. I don't like anything where people say one thing and then they switch up when they get around me. That's a red flag for me. But there was some things said to me that were a bit concerning. And I'm like, let me pump my brakes. I'm not sure if I need to be meeting with people in person. And then around the same time, Charlie Kirk was assassinated. That's another thing too. A lot of us social media influencers are losing their lives. So it just made me take a step back and say, let me be smart about how I go about doing this, and set it up where people can email. You can email me, your story, and I can discuss it. Or I have a live call in, which I'm working on now. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to move forward. I don't feel safe meeting with people in person. And you guys don't see a lot of what goes on behind closed doors with people that hate my guts. I get harassed by men because I've helped their women. I get harassed. There's people with mothers and family members that hate me. You need to stop listening to Spiritual Whistleblower, all that. Y'all don't know I get attacked a lot. I get trolled a lot. So, this year alone, people have just been acting out unhinged and crazy. And I just don't want it to be or trying to get their viral moment. You know what I mean? Like, I've always felt there was one other person that I almost posted, and she tried to make a viral moment, when she got around me. I don't mind doing videos with people and supporting businesses, and I'm very supportive, but when I don't know anything about it and you try to pop, I don't like surprises. And if you're trying to go viral by doing something stupid to me or saying something stupid to me, you're not going to get far. So I had to take a few steps back. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe meeting with people. I don't know if it's a setup. People say things, that are little, and my alarm, my antennas go off. So I pulled back a little. So I'm going to recalibrate and do this. I have to do it virtually. Now, in my city of New York City, I find that if I pop up on total strangers that don't know me, I get a better response. But that's even risky too in New York, but I may still do that. It's just the people that already follow me, y'all don't understand. There's a percentage of my followers that hate my guts, but they stalk everything I do. And they're waiting for an opportunity to play in my face if I allow them an opportunity. I've been dealing with this for the last 8 years. That's why you see me. I've slowed up. You don't see me do this month. Excuse me. By the way, I turned 50 years old. Okay, my birthday was October 11th. I turned 50. I had planned to do a city-to-city tour, a birthday tour, where I would just meet up with my, supporters and stuff at a nice restaurant or bar, and we celebrate my 50th. I canceled that. I canceled that because I don't feel safe, y'all. I don't feel safe meeting with people in person anymore. And I'll just leave it at that. I had a nice birthday. Thank y'all for the birthday wishes. But I've pulled back a lot because I just think we're in a very weird time, where people are being exposed. They don't like being exposed. They're becoming extremely violent and doing hateful stuff, So I had to chill out, okay? I just want to say thank you guys for continuously supporting me. Your girl ain't going nowhere. I will be back. I just have to, I'm burnt out from toxic people, sneaky coverts, and that's about it. I'm going to be continuing my self-care journey. I don't post on Instagram. I'll be on TikTok mostly. I've slowed down with TikTok even. But it's just something, I don't know if it's just me. There's something about this year. 2025 has just been a chaotic year. I just feel like all these narcissistic people they're all becoming unhinged. They're getting exposed left and right. People are using so much violence. They're threatening violence, I don't know if you guys know, there was a social media influencer, a guy in his 40s. I forget his name. I'm gonna find his name. May he rest in peace. Yes, he's no longer living. He was murdered. Not only was he murdered, his wife. He was married. He got into some internet feud. You know, that's something you expect with the young teenage kids to do, you know, get into heated stuff that spills out into the streets. Not no grown ass 40+ year old man, 40, 50 years old. Y'all too old to be that. Okay, you exchange words on the internet. Okay, fine. Anyway, this guy, he got into it with another social media influencer. And the guy, he decided to take his wife to Las Vegas, and they were going to go live on their YouTube channel right on the Las Vegas Strip. They set up their phones and everything. His wife was there with him, helping him set up. The other guy that he was feuding with pulled up to him and shot him in the head. And he shot his wife in the head. He murdered both of them. This was a social media back and forth. I said, yo, you're going to prison over a social media beef? Double homicide? So guys, my heart has been there for years. It's just, I'm just a little bit more cautious these days. Because people are not wrapped tight, honey. People are not wrapped tight. Now, I do stay in touch. I have a lot of supporters who I have never let go of. And this is not about you. Because I will, if we can do something privately, if you hit me up privately and say, Chanel, come through town, I'll go. Because we have established rapport with each other. You ain't acted crazy at none of my events. You ain't done nothing spiteful to me. I will hold on to my established audience. I'm just going to tell y'all, though, I got a lot of people that hate my guts for helping y'all. The devil hates my ass. So thank y'all for understanding. I had to fall back because there were some things said to me that really triggered me and say, maybe you should not post that with that person and don't, and I got to protect my daughter too. I'm very overprotective of my daughter. People be wanting to know where she at and why didn't you bring your daughter stuff and asking questions. And I'm just like, well, building a parasocial relationship with someone you barely know, and then when you finally get to meet them, you're pressing them with personal questions and things like that. That's unsettling to me. So I'm taking a few steps back, guys, and I will recalibrate and get back with y'all in the near future. But thank you for the birthday wishes. I'm doing excellent. I'm doing great. And see you guys soon. Love you.